What's up, everyone? The Godfather Dictator back with chapter 16 on my Master Ninja No Damage Equipment Run. So now that we already did this Fiend Challenge in the past video, so we're gonna head back in town and we're gonna be doing some extra fight, including the Kitetsu clone for Ryu. It's not mandatory, but we're doing it as a little extra. So when you come back here, you gotta be careful. The fish will have spawn again, as you notice now, and we're gonna clear them real fast with the dual sword. You know, going for the safe strat, and also jump a little bit in the air, as I'm showing right now. And then after this, we're gonna go down. We're not gonna be doing any of the fight here. They already have been done, you know, in the boarding chapter before that. So we're not gonna refight all those enemies. We're gonna be skipping all of them. And then when we get out of the aqueduct, we're going to be saving. So where is Ryu? I have no clue. So yeah, we're gonna, once we get out of the aqueduct, we're gonna get a lot of fight in Pyron that we're gonna try to chain essence on most of them. And then I remember my Kitetsu clone. I mean I haven't done it in a good while, besides in the regular run, and it wasn't the best either. There used to be a time where I could time it on point, like perfectly, to do Izuna drop the entire time, you know, with the strat on top. That crowd was really close to hitting me. Those guys are crazy accurate. I dropped the smoke bomb in the water, but it stopped counting in here, unlike NGB. And NGB can throw it in the middle and it will still work, but in here, it's like it eats your smoke bomb. But once you get out of the aqueduct, you're gonna be fighting those undead soldier. We're gonna be using a smoke bomb because they're very fast and they tend to aggro a lot. And then we're gonna dispatch all of them real quick. I just wanted to make sure that I had the celerity, which I do. It's the safest way to fight them. You can also use the double arrow in that situation. That is at a good impact. And here you can see that I'm actually changing for the double arrow. It's interesting also how I noticed in this game, when you're jumping, if you switch weapon, it resets you on the ground. Not sure you guys noticed. Right now, this happened, and then it reset me straight on the ground, but you were hearing the animation of the jump. So we're gonna have 3 ogre here that we're going to kill them. They're going to drop a talisman. It's not needed, obviously, in this run, you know, and I don't want to pick any of those. And then here I eat it regardless because I didn't want him to leave, you know. So I just thought, why not just go for ET? And then both of them decide to go hide behind the wall. But the talisman though is pretty nice as an extra, you know, if you lost one previously or anything like this, because you can get close to, well, you can get close. I mean, if you get close to dying on Alma, you can have an extra one right here. So that's it. After that, we're gonna go down. We're gonna be using the same essence. That's where I'm saying there's gonna be a lot of chaining in those fight here. So I get a double, and then the other one I'm gonna go for a quick UT after a wall cling, and then we're gonna go save. So that will not disappear unless you pick it up. Of course, the ogre will respawn on top, and after this, we're not even gonna destroy the wall here. It's not needed, and it's because we're gonna go do some extra combat in town. We're gonna be doing that fight here, and then it's gonna be chaining a couple of fights until the clone, and then after we're gonna come back up, and we're gonna go, you know, for the portal at the Twin Snake Plaza. Yeah, I couldn't find the word for it, but yeah, Twin Snake Plaza. So that's one here, and then we're gonna be doing the clone right here. Just be careful with the projectile. Make sure you don't take damage from it. It's really easy to get hit by the shuriken. So now you try to time yourself and you try to easily drop him, but it's tricky sometimes, and if you don't time yourself well, it does what happened there. Is that you will sometimes not hit him, or you'll hit him just a little bit. And the recovery though is super quick of the clone, so you gotta be ready for that. You see here, I was a little too slow and did not manage to get it here. A little too fast, too slow. Here I could have done it, but then I went for another combo because I didn't think I had it. So, I mean, you can get used to it, you can practice it, you know, back then I used to have it all the time. It doesn't really matter ultimately, because the point of this strat is to not get hit, and there I go for a quick Gleaming Blade. And I did that only because he was super low health, otherwise I wouldn't have risked going for a Gleaming Blade. So now that we did that, we're gonna use a smoke bomb on this next fight here. So we're gonna move, then we're gonna wait for them to turn, drop a smoke bomb, and then I'm gonna use the essence on another fight right inside the Pleasure Street. So there's 6 total here. The other one spawned further in on the street. Nailing the time limit. Nice, just a little extra. So now we're gonna use Smoke Bomb, and we're gonna be skipping pretty much all those guys. And then I'm gonna clear these guys here, just safety. Don't want to get hit after that. And after we're done with all of this, we don't have to worry about anything until we get into the village, but that's where we're gonna save anyway. And yeah, the mention I wanted to say is that one of the clones that has a weakness is coming up, and there's actually a really good strat to fight him. It's just it's hard to trigger, so I'm gonna explain it when we get there. Alright, so this fight in the village now, we're gonna do a similar strat that we did on the fight with Rachel, except because we have Smoke Bomb, we don't have to worry about the mage. Well, we do have to worry about the mage, just not as much. So here we're gonna be doing an ultimate technique, then we're gonna use the essence, kill the other mage, go for a counter attack, and we finish that fight very quick. Here I'm gonna be showing a little shortcut. You need to have the shuriken equipped though, and you can wall cling against the wall near the Muramasa shop right here, and do 2 quick succession jump with shuriken into Elm Splitter, which is the Y button. Now I showed that you can get this here. We're not using it, but it's there. And we're going to save because the clone in this game, even though this one has semi-reliable strat, it's still super easy to take damage. either chip damage by projectile, or sometimes, you know, they just decide to nimpo and there's not much you can do. For instance, I remember this one being pretty annoying because he was doing a lot of Inferno actually, and the other time when I was doing the regular run, he was doing more of Fire Wheel, and Fire Wheel is a little easier to dodge because you can just run away from it compared to Inferno. If he does it right when you're nearby, you take damage automatically. So when he goes for that move, which is, you know, like an on-landing EP, if you want, like this, you can go into a forward Y and then just chain that into a Nizuna drop, you know. And it's pretty reliable. It's just to trigger that, it's not always that easy. So you see, get it there, and then you have to be at a certain distance too. So here it doesn't go for it, and then he goes for it, and boom, I finish him. But yeah, it's pretty annoying to fight those guys. They're not easy, as I explained. You know, they have a quicker recovery than the clone in NGB, so they're a lot more annoying. So now for Awakened Alma, surprisingly, in here there's things that she's more annoying, and in NGB there's different stuff that makes her more annoying, and I will explain them. So in here, compared to NGB, you cannot hit the centipede part of her body, and that is actually pretty bad, because that hitbox makes it that sometimes it would be much easier to knock her out. Now, for some of the stuff that is nice, her projectiles are not much of a threat anymore because you can simply dodge them by doing regular roll jump, which you cannot do in Ninja Gaiden Black. It's actually easier to get hit by the pillar in this game compared to, oh my god, what a dodge, right? It's actually easier to get hit in this game by the pillar than it is to get hit by the projectile. And in Ninja Gaiden Black, it's super hard to dodge a projectile, especially on the newest console, because the refresh rate is a little bit faster, does the projectile move a little bit faster, and they're super hard to dodge. And sometimes I feel they're impossible to dodge for Awakened Alma. But now the part of not being able to hit her on the centipede part of her body is that the ground combo will still apply. So the ground combo is usually, you will see me do, is you go for a charge. And then after you went for a charge, she's gonna rush you on the ground. And then you're gonna release and go into another quick charge to knock her, to stun her, and then after you're gonna go into a flying swallow to knock her down. So even if I do this here, I'm not gonna hit her. It's not gonna work. So when she goes down, now she goes back up. When she goes down, you'll see I will go in a different direction. So now I'm trying to go for some FS, so she goes down, I'm going in another direction, charging, releasing, then we let go, FS into Gleaming Blade for big damage. So now Ryu decides to target Awakened Alma, because she's super close. Now I feel like the other wave will spawn. And then I'm gonna try to kill both of them, only get one. We got one left. And then he's not coming towards me. Then just gonna finish him. As she goes on the ground, I'm gonna go for a charge, release. Tried to go for the follow-up, did not work. We're probably gonna try to go for FS. She goes on the ground, other direction, and she goes for projectile. You can't do much when she does that. You have to wait, be patient. Try to go for FS, doesn't work. More projectile, just dodge them. That's when you gotta know when to be aggressive and when to be passive. You know, you cannot just always aggro. It does not work like this. So get the final knock and finish her off. That's it. That's the end of the chapter. I hope you enjoyed as usual, and I will catch you up on chapter 17. Take care, everyone. Peace out.